Hey, what's up world? This is Brian Rutherford, and today I'm excited because I get to go to a place that I haven't been to yet, and also at the same time, it's a place I've been wanting to go to for a long time now. This massive mountain that pretty much dominates everything on the east side of the city of Phoenix. You know, I mean, you can see it for 100 miles away. It's just, everybody knows about it. It's a very popular place, yet not many people actually go to it. My goal for tonight is to get a time lapse maybe, but definitely a Milky Way shot over the top of the mountain. The weather said it was going to be clear tonight, and it has not been clear so far. I left at 2 o'clock, it's been cloudy. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon right now, and it's still cloudy. But they said by 5 it's supposed to be clear skies, and clear skies all night. Hopefully the weatherman is correct today. I never really trust that, but well, as always, we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Okay, so I wish I brought my ND filters to be able to film this, because I'm filming it on my 7D right now. I forgot was my little handheld kind of a selfie stick for my GoPro that I usually shoot with. So I'm mic'd up, I'm using my 7D. So we'll see how it comes out. I've never actually shot with this one in this manner before, so we'll see. Luckily I have a little mic, and because the audio just absolutely stinks on these cameras, you got to have a mic. So anyway, I decided to go ahead and pull over real quick on my way up there on the dirt roads and the trails, and yeah, just pull over, get a break. It was shaking the living crap out of me. There's a little stream here, so I decided to go ahead and shoot it real quick. I'll show you. And it's pretty cool. Can't see it, I'm not gonna walk out on the rocks again, but yeah, it's got a couple little waterfalls and stuff like that. I went ahead and threw on a 10-stop filter and went ahead and shot it. It was at 3.2 seconds, ISO 100 at f8, I believe. I'm not sure, I might have to go back and take a look at it, but I think it came out pretty cool, especially, you know, coming across something that shouldn't exist out here. Yeah, it just looked kind of nice. Came around the corner and it all kind of opened up. I wasn't able to see the mountain for a long time, but if you can see behind me, that's the mountain I'm going for. It's gonna look like it's way off in the distance probably on the GoPro, which I'm just holding my hand because I don't have my selfie stick, but anyway. Yeah, it just kind of opened up. Decided to pull over and take a couple pictures. Got one, there's a, I think it's agave, maybe not. But they're these cool little spiky cactus type plants that shoot this, I don't know what you would call it. You'll see in the picture, but yeah, I think they're pretty cool. They have them out here. So I decided to go ahead and shoot that in the foreground a little bit and get the mountains in the background. But pretty cool, you can still see the road cutting down. I know I'm gonna get a lot closer, but the closer I get, the later I'm gonna have to wait until I can see the Milky Way and have that visible. So I'm gonna see if I can figure it out a little bit. I have a couple apps on my phone, but I don't have internet connection out here. So I've been going for, so I started at 2, it's 4:30, no, 2.5 hours. Yeah, so I can do basic math. Yeah, so I finally got up to my destination, which is a parking lot that is a trailhead that heads up to the peak up there for the hikers. And yeah, there's not much there. It's kind of down in a little bit of a valley. There's not much of a composition or scenery or anything like that. So I've been running around and searching for a camp spot. So I mean, that's kind of good because I can light up a fire, I can do some different things and keep warm, which is kind of a funny thing because I left and it was in the high 70s, 80 degrees. And I get up here and it is cold. And I raised up probably 8,500 feet. So I should have known better. Actually, back on the peak over there, there's still snow. Oh, it's gone now, but there was that storm that I saw coming in that hit the mountains earlier, moved on to the north, and it hit another mountain range, and that was dropping snow. So it's probably going to get pretty cold tonight. It's in the mid-50s right now. All I've got is a thin shirt, shorts, and a thin jacket. I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and set up here. Let's snap a quick picture for you guys to show you kind of the composition I'm going to go with for the Milky Way shot. It's pretty good. There's a couple other spots that were already taken that have some cool dead trees and stuff like that I could have for a foreground. It's going to be kind of basic. It's going to be more about the Milky Way and having that big mountain behind me, which is cool. It's awesome. I've wanted to get up here for, I don't know, 25 years or so. You know, I've always known about it, always been intrigued by it, and even recently I went to go shoot a place called Canyon Lake, which I'm going to be doing here shortly. And I went to go drive out of it in a rainstorm, and it was one of those moments where it's, I have to go there. You know, it was just covered in clouds, just perfect. Everything was perfect for a photograph, but I didn't have a photograph, my camera with me. I didn't have a photograph, but I didn't have my camera with me, so you know, I wasn't able to shoot it. Plus, it was just about dark. It was just that real cool moment, scenery and everything that was just awesome. So from that point on, I'm like, it's short on the list. I'm getting up here. But it's totally different actually when you get up here. It's not 4 peaks, it's just 1 peak because you're looking at it from the side. So I'm looking at it parallel, so I'm only getting the far peak, which is Brown's Peak. It's the tallest point. I'm going to probably get a few different pictures out of it. I'm going to get the regular Milky Way picture, which I'll edit. I'm thinking production, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to edit for the Milky Way on a single shot. I'm going to get a time lapse out of it. Plus, I'm going to stack a couple images together to get some star trails that are coming up over the top of the mountain too. So, should be cool. I'll go ahead and snap a shot real quick. Show you guys kind of what it's going to look like for the daytime. And then set up, get comfortable, and wait for the sun to go down. So, might be a little harder to film as the sun goes down. That's why I was filming a little more right now about what I'm going to be doing. I'll try to get a little bit in for the nighttime, but as I said, I'm going to go ahead and get packed up, get set up, and get comfortable. I just want to mention real quick, it's starting to get dark outside. It's still twilight, but I'm starting to see stars. So now's the time when I'm going to go ahead and set my focus. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into live view, find a star in live view, zoom in, focus on it, turn my autofocus off at that point. So that's going to keep me set to be able to focus on the stars, which is the most important thing. I don't care about the mountains, the trees, nothing. And I'm going to be shooting at 4.0, which is as low as I can go for the focal length that I'm at. So it's not a lot, it's not a ton of light, but at 30 seconds, you know, it gets the Milky Way and you'll see. So if you have a lens or something like that that isn't 1.8 or 2.8 or 1.2 or whatever, you can still get the Milky Way, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and make a point on this. Manual focus. Keep it off of the autofocus. So, with the light in my face, I can't see where I'm walking, so I'm going to go ahead and walk back to my truck. I'm going to wait about a little bit longer. I think 8 o'clock is, what is it, nautical twilight or astro something twilight, where it's actually dark. I'm going to have to switch out the battery at some point, and I'm probably going to have a gap in the time lapse. Campfires smell awesome. Nothing better than a campfire. Okay, so I'm basically back in the city now, out of the desert, off the trails. As soon as I left, I came up to a T in the road and there were 2 signs. One went back the way I came and it said 20 miles. And then there was an arrow going to the right that said 10 miles. So I decided to go ahead and take the 10-mile route. It took me down to Lake Roosevelt. Smooth roads, you know, I'm dirt roads, but smooth, much better, easier time, easier driving. It was all downhill, pretty steep. And actually, I noticed I started smoking my brakes because I was riding my brakes all the way down this mountain, and not a good thing. Not a good thing. I could smell like burning. Yeah, I got down safe. So it was beautiful coming up, but I took the easy way home. As far as the shot goes, I did not get the Milky Way. I think it's still a little too early in the year for it. A little bit early. I think it's still right around sunrise when it starts to raise. I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits. I got a couple bites into it, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish my burrito real quick. I was starving. I'm gonna go ahead and put up my link for my channel, put up a link for another video. Hit my channel, hit that subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. That'd be great. I'll see you next week.